Ram fans to the inaugural game of the season at home here at Clayson Field on Zero Road. It's a windy night, but we are perched atop the brand new press box out in the elements as we do prefer. I want to welcome back to the booth after a couple week hiatus, Dr. Demo, David Moore. Hey, Dave, welcome back, man. You missed a couple of tough games for the Rams, but I hope you had a nice vacation, buddy.
I was watching from afar. I saw him pull out the game last week there against Davis, but no, it feels good to be home. Feels good to be back here atop the press box here off of Zero Road at Clayson Field. It's a beautiful night for football. It was absolutely gorgeous while we were setting up, but man, that wind comes off that we've all come to know and love at the top of the hill here, and it is blowing quite a bit from left to right, and so whether or not that plays a part in the game today, but Friday night lights and a nice October high school football game, I'm ready to go.
Well, we're going to jump right in here to the more family dental roots to victory. What the Rams need to do here to pull one out. Dave, first route, prevent big plays on defense.
What you're going to see from this Sunnyside offense is one of the best quarterbacks in the league in Julian Villanueva, and a huge passing attack. They'll go empty, 5 wide, a lot of short passes, opening it up down the field. Last game, Villanueva against Eastmont, a great game. Watched a little bit of that game film, threw for 359 yards and 4 touchdowns, a lot of them huge plays down the field. West Valley traditionally plays that sort of bend but don't break defense. Try and keep everything in front of you. Safeties, you're going to have to play back. Expect the big plays there. Villanueva likes to get around, buy time, and find his receivers down the field. We have to try and limit those to stay in this ball game.
Second route to victory, contain Villanueva in the pocket. Dave, just building upon what you just said.
Watching him, that game film, you can really see he loves to get outside of the tackles, buys time, and some savvy receivers, and Cody Diddens and Mason Strike, you'll see them down the field, kind of going off script and improvising a little bit. You have to keep Villanueva inside the pocket. Defensive ends have to contain. You need to blitz some outside linebackers from the outside, make him stay in that pocket and make those throws. He loves to get outside. Not a abnormally big guy. Villanueva just 5'11", 170 pounds, but we want to try and contain him as much as possible in between the tackles.
We'll take a short break for the national anthem here and get back to our more family dental roots to victory.
ATC. Cadet Captain Savannah Blake is the National Guard. And now, on the American flag is Cadet Captain Ashley Simpson. On the state flag, Cadet First Lieutenant Candace Wall. The regimental flag being carried by Cadet First Lieutenant Lisa Galino. And the state guard is Cadet Captain Calvin Dunham. Drum majors for the West Summerland Marching Band, Roper Cantrell, Bill Osborne, and Nathan Raj.
We are back to the broadcast here. Wonderful job by the Ram Marching Band and the JROTC program here at West Valley. Both celebrated programs for students here at the high school. But getting back to the roots to victory here, Dave. Number 3 established a ground game on offense.
Last game against Davis, I mentioned it a little bit earlier, but pulling out that game 29-26, kind of a little bit of a nail-biter towards the end, but the real surprise was the rushing attack from this West Valley offense. 260 yards rushing. That's without their star running back, Devin Anciso. Kane Chavez, 16 rushes for 113 yards last week. Corbin Vincent added 18 rushes for 100 yards. And what that does is it opens up the big plays on the passing attack for Burley to find Hargraves down the field and pull those safeties in. That opens things up down the field.
And our last route to victory here, strong performance from the receivers.
Have to get some separation from these defensive backs and haul that ball in when it's in the area. I think we've seen a couple of maybe some drop passes or some missed opportunities down the field. I think we got to keep that concentration tonight. It's going to be tough. We mentioned the wind a little bit earlier. Ball's going to do some crazy things up there tonight, especially if this picks up or gets a little bit worse as the night goes on. So receivers have to be locked in for those big plays because this offense really needs them. If we can get that rushing game open up those big plays down the field.
Well, that'll do it for the Moore Family Dental Roots to Victory as we welcome back Dr. Demo David Moore. Captains heading out to midfield for the coin flip. It'll give us an opportunity to talk about tonight's starters on offense. Junior quarterback Drayden Burley, running back Kane Chavez, over 100 yards last week, had a nice game. Donovan Malland, Alex Whiteside, Jack Goodrick, and Dalton Hargraves as the wide receiver core that Demo was just talking about. And on the offensive line, big number 77, Parker Mills, Adrian Camberos, Tadeo Felix, Dylan Brown, and Riley Kerfman. Over on the defensive side of the ball, in the secondary, Donovan Malland, Dalton Hargraves, Alex Whiteside, and transfer that starting his first game here for West Valley after sitting out the required percentage of games, Micah Jones, a junior transfer. Linebacking core, Kane Chavez, Chase Massey, Noah Soptic, and on the defensive front, Samuel French, Hayden Springer, Parker Mills, and Credence Perez. Captains that are out at midfield tonight, Devin Anciso, Noah Soptic, Tadeo Felix, and Chase Massey. And Dave, as we mentioned, one of those games that West Valley really needs to just make a statement in that CBBN. Had a couple tough games, but then bounced back against Davis and, really eked one out, but happy for that victory there. And, sit at 1-0 in the CBBN, looking to keep that, move that up to 2-0 here tonight on homecoming night.
Yeah, 2-2 overall, 1-0 in the conference, as you mentioned, Mike. But this is the real game. I think if you want to take that next step in the Columbia Basin Big Nine, this is the game you have to win. Last year, Sunnyside beating West Valley 34-3. Sunnyside winning the last 4 meetings against West Valley, and traditionally, it pretty much goes the same way. You have Moses Lake at the top and Eastmont sort of battling up in there, and Sunnyside and West Valley kind of battling for that number 3 spot. And if you want to move on, you want to go into the playoffs and sort of take it to that next level, this is the hump you kind of have to get over, is win this game against Sunnyside to put you in that conversation near the top of the conference. So far, the last few seasons haven't been able to do it, and this could be the year. West Valley's poised. I think they look ready to go on the sidelines, and this is a big game. We talk about the city championship and beating Eisenhower and Davis and all that, and I get that's important, and I love getting the city championship too, but I think if you want to move up the conference, you got to beat Sunnyside, and it's a very winnable game for them. I think West Valley's got the team to do it. They show up here tonight, and we can kind of get into that top third of the conference as opposed to kind of that bottom half, bottom 2/3, and make that next stride.
Well, that'll give us our first opportunity to thank one of our West Valley Ram booster sponsors, Jacob Johnson over at Northwest Truck Insurance. On the road, you need coverage you can count on. That's where Northwest Truck Insurance comes in. From commercial trucking and fleet coverage to owner-operators, they specialize in protecting truckers across the Northwest. Their experienced team knows the industry and is here to keep you moving forward. Visit nwtruckinsurance.com or call 509-571-1656 today. Northwest Truck Insurance, coverage that goes the distance. And Dave, really speaking of distance here, you gotta start strong and finish strong. Last week, as we said, it's a victory, but a tough win for the Rams at Zepfel Stadium against Davis. We really need to get a bookend performance here for this West Valley team.
Well, you kind of mentioned earlier that they're 1-0 in the conference with that win last week, but 2-0 overall. Their 2 wins, man, by a combined 4 points. You know, it'd be nice to kind of get out in front, get a hot start, and then close out a game. I don't think we've seen that in those 2 victories, winning by 1 point, sort of in a late game against North Creek, and then 3-point victory last week against Davis, 29-26. So you're right, Mike. You got to not only sort of get off to a hot start, which they've had a little bit of trouble with this season, take care of the football, but also, you know, finish the game late and get those first downs, manage the football, don't turn the football over, get a couple of first downs to kill some clock in the fourth quarter, and still trying to put together a complete game for this West Valley squad.
We have a little bit of an extended start here, but we are set to kick off as West Valley will kick to begin this ball game from the 40. Wind really coming right at us here in the press box from a northwesterly direction, so it might have a little influence on the game tonight, but the flag standing still, pointing our way, Dave.
Yeah, kind of moving right to left for Sunnyside as they are going to be going on this first drive, and it'll be interesting to see what that does with the football. We mentioned the passing attack for Sunnyside, but it's blowing pretty hard up here, and it's really picked up over the past 45 minutes. So we'll see how that plays out the rest of tonight.
It's going to be a touchback to start things off here for the Sunnyside Grizzlies, coached by Marshall Lobestall. Sunnyside victorious in their last 4 games versus West Valley, but longtime head coach Marshall Lobestall really does a good job over there on the other side of the football.
Took over for his older brother John. Lobestall coached for 7 seasons for Sunnyside. Marshall takes over, of course, played quarterback for WSU, graduated in 2011, owns a slew of records for the Cougs, or did when he graduated, and threw for a ton of yards. He's done a great job with this Sunnyside program, and they have a pretty good team this year. Rams have their work cut out for them.
Sunnyside with some motion here, going to fake the sweep. Villanueva, nothing doing up front. My man, number 55, Credence Perez in on that. Nice job, Credence. Getting started early, buddy. I got a little heat from Credence, Demo. Don't know if you picked that up last game.
I did, yeah. I saw that.
Run over the right side. Boy, some running room and a big hit. But a first down gain, about 14 yards for the Grizz to start things off here and move the chains.
I think that's a huge part of this game. We mentioned it on the routes to victory. Have to have contain. Already you can see what Sunnyside likes to do. A little bit undersized, the wide receiver, running back, quarterback position. But what they lack in size, they make up for in speed. That means they want to go laterally. They want to get outside. Defensive ends, outside linebackers going to have their work cut out for them all night.
Another handoff over the middle. Nice little cut.
Oh, there's a ball's out.
Oof. I think they were able to recover, fumbled forward out to the 41. Boy, thought we were going to have a little opportunity there.
Yeah, I don't know if that was Soptic that kind of punched that ball out. I couldn't quite see it, but the linebacking core being really aggressive early in this football game. We've been sending a lot of blitzes, and then they get to the second level, and there's nobody left to make the tackle. Ball went on the turf, but just unable to haul it in.
Second down play, a little swing pass out to the right and some running room on near side. Micah Jones getting into the action here, number 80, with a tackle, but a first down pickup, about 15 yards, about 10 yards for Sunnyside. Ball right at midfield, so Sunnyside so far a couple big hitters.
Villanueva, kind of that run pass option. You're going to fake the run. They ran it 3 times. 2-3 times already on this drive, and you're going to fake that, keep it with the quarterback, swing it outside, let the speed do the rest, and a ton of field out there. Again, they're really going to stretch this field wide.
A handoff, sweep over the right side.
Man. I don't know if that block was legal.
And a 4-yard gain on first. A decent pickup. If you're just joining us here, first quarter action for West Valley's homecoming night. Student body jam-packed over here to our right. Hoping for a West Valley victory. Second down and 6 from the 46. Some more motion here for the Grizz. We're going to see that a lot tonight. And a quick pass. Not to the far side. That ball's on the ground again, Demo.
I don't know how that the referee right on it. They're going to give him the completion. The ball did hit the turf, but I think it was late. They're going to give him the first down on that. Already the 3rd first down on this drive for Sunnyside. That'll move the chains. And they love running that hitch route. They love running the hitch route on the outside, fake the run, just a little 5-6 yard hitch. And then late in the game, they'll kind of pump that hitch or really drag it out for a deep pass. West Valley playing about 10 yards off the ball at corner right now.
Villanueva, the keeper, up the middle. Good pickup on first down. Gets up inside the 35, down to the 34. Kane Chavez on the tackle. The senior linebacker. Two-way starter, also in the backfield for the Rams tonight. Villanueva takes a snap. He's going to hand off over the right side. And not sure if they got enough for the first down. Dalton Hargraves, nice job of cleaning that up for the Rams. I think that's going to bring up 3rd down and short.
And again, everything moving laterally. They kind of run it in between the tackles, a lot of pulling guards. You let those defensive linemen come through, and then somebody pulls and just ear holes you. Got to keep your head on a swivel at the defensive line against Sunnyside for sure. And then running backs, wide receivers doing a great job of getting wide there.
Big play right here. I think they're going to get enough for the first down, barely, maybe by a yard. But that will move the chains. Noah Soptic in on the tackle for the Rams, but just enough. Parker Mills on the tackle as well, big number 77. A 6'6", 295-pound senior. Getting another start on the defensive front. 8-12. Villanueva drops back, flushed out. And that is complete, and that is a Sunnyside touchdown. Boy, thought Dalton Hargraves had a beat on it, Dave. Looking for a flag in the backfield here right about the 35, so I think this is coming back.
Yeah, I think you're going to see what you got here. I think they're going to put this one back, holding against Sunnyside. They kind of had not a ton of pressure, but I think Sunnyside linemen just getting their arms kind of hooked around. I thought that was big number 77, Parker Mills, in the backfield, kind of getting held there as he was going after Villanueva. But again, Villanueva stepping up, finding some room in the backfield, buying just a little bit more time. And that was a scary play right there. Rams lucked out a little bit with the penalty.
1st and 20, handoff over the middle.
Nice play.
Maybe a couple yards, but my man, big number 55, Credence Perez, in on the tackle.
Absolutely, and they had some running room too. Perez right there, filling his gap. Exactly what you need to do. Everybody's got their responsibility on the defensive line. Don't get out of position. Stay in your gap. Great job staying home with all those pulling linemen. It's easy to get sort of mixed up in the backfield, and a great job right there to bring up 2nd and a mile.
So we get a stop here for us, a third down and long. Villanueva going to toss a sweep to Hansen over on the far side. Almost had him in the backfield, but he's going to pick up about 8. And still third down and long. West Valley need a big stop right here. Clock moving, 7 minutes to go, first quarter. Homecoming night. Windy night up here on the hill.
Big play right here. You know they're going to pass the ball. They're going 4 wide here on the near sideline. 5 receivers total. Stay home. West Valley looks a little mixed up here on defense.
Villanueva is going to take a shot over the right side. And that is complete for a first down. Big play for the Grizzlies. And about an 18-yard pickup. They needed 12. But this is going to bring up first down at around the 12-yard line.
He is quick, man. That wide receiver is fast. Number 4, Cody Diddens, had a huge game against Eastmont last week. That kid can run.
Villanueva shifty, trying to get in, but he is stopped shy of the goal line, right about the 4-yard line. Just so many weapons on the offensive side of the ball for the Grizz, but we got a flag here on the near side. Demo, let's see what that's about.
I think they had 12 guys. I don't know if West Valley had. Yeah, I think they had 12 men on the field there on that play. An illegal substitution. Let's see what Sunnyside wants to do. They might just take the yards right here and decline this penalty.
Oh, you're going to have second down and about 1.5 yards. Sunnyside looks like can get a first down out around the 2.5 yard line. Sunnyside opening possession of the ball game here. Still waiting for a signal. Well,
they're gonna give him a first down
after
there. So they might add it on to the end of the run there.
Coach Ryan Scott's looking for an explanation here from the white hat. We didn't get the officials' names tonight, but satisfied with the answer. So they'll tack on half the distance, which will give them a first down. 6:11 to go. Sunnyside knocking on the door on their first drive.
This will be the 13th play of this drive, just slow and methodical right down the field for the Grizzlies.
Villanueva hands to Hansen, and he's going to punch it in for a Sunnyside Grizzlies touchdown. They start the scoring here on homecoming night for the Rams. Sunnyside take a 6-0 lead. And Dave, a couple things to shore up on defense for the Rams there, but hopefully our offense can answer right back.
Yeah, tough. I think you're kind of figuring out what you can do to get some pressure. Sunnyside able to run the football outside the tackles, run it in between the tackles. Quarterback just defensive backs way too far off of the wide receivers, hitting easy hitch passes, playing about 10 yards off. And I think West Valley is a little scared of getting beat deep, but at the same time, I mean, you're just giving them that 7-8 yard hitch route. They turned that into a touchdown also that kind of got called back. But man, I think you have to get a little bit more aggressive on the outside. But it's hard. Lobestal dialing up some different formations. That was the first time, Mike, I think I've ever seen kind of a 4 wide receivers on one side bunched together like that. So, you have to be kind of ready. Sunnyside, very versatile offense, and looked pretty good on that opening drive. I think that was, 15 plays, 80 yards, marching right down the field. 6 first downs on that drive.
Well, we got a timeout on the field with 6:07 to go. We're going to take a timeout here on the Bighorn Network. Mike Moore alongside Dr. Demo, David Moore, and Ethan Worley on the camera tonight. I want to thank Ethan for joining us up here on top of the perch. Rams behind 7-0 when we come back. Welcome back to the broadcast here on the Big Horn Network. Thanks for joining us. 6:07 to go here, first quarter. Sunnyside scores on their opening drive to take a lead here on a windy night. Flag pretty much standing at attention out here, coming towards us on the north side of the field, or south side of the field, sorry. And that ball going to be reversed and will be out as Jack Goodrich on the return. West Valley going to start out about the 25-yard line. And our first opportunity, Dave, to see junior quarterback Drayden Burley in this West Valley Rams offense tonight.
Burley, 175 yards passing last week, a couple of yards rushing too. I think last season we saw have a little bit of trouble in the red zone, some turnovers when that field just gets a little bit tighter. Last week against Davis, it was great to see him tuck that, run the football, and use a rushing attack too. He's a big kid. Burley coming in at 6'2", 195 pounds, so it was good to see a couple rushing touchdowns last week.
Hand off over the right side. Devin Anciso actually starting tonight, Dave.
Nice.
I was wondering, I got the starter sheet and they had Kane Chavez, but
Bet.
Devin Anciso in the backfield. He was hopeful. I talked to him last weekend at the auction put on by the West Valley Booster parents. A wonderful evening over at the Harmon Center. And Ciso with another carry, and he's going to get shut down. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, but that's going to bring up third and long for the Rams. But nice to have one of their senior leaders and just the best offensive weapon back out on the field, Dave. That's got to give you some confidence of your head coach, Ryan Scott.
Yeah, all phases, too. The rushing game, I think the passing game as well, some of those screen passes out of the backfield. I don't know if we'll see him on special teams today or not, but yeah, absolutely. One of the best running backs in the conference. Really helps this offense get him back on the field.
And Ciso going to get another carry, get some running room this time across the 30, but that's going to bring up fourth down. Rams 3 straight runs and a 4th and 2. And so this Sunnyside defense forcing a 3 and out. And we got an officials timeout, Dave. Not sure what that's all about. They've had an issue with one of the West Valley players over here on the near sideline. I think the official just checking on one of the West Valley kids, making sure he's all right. Maybe got banged up a little bit. High snap. Fielded by Hargraves. This is going to take a huge West Valley bounce all the way down inside the 10. Whew. And that will be down at the 8-yard line.
Wow, great punt. Wind kind of at his back, and he floated that one up there. I think the returner misplayed that a little bit. Could have called fair catch and saved him about 20 yards, but West Valley just letting that thing roll, completely flipping the field, run the ball 3 times for a total of 8 yards and then punt it off. But still, with an amazing punt, Sunnyside now going to have to start inside their own 10-yard line.
4:06, Sunnyside, second possession of the ball game here. Hanson punched one in from a couple yards to get the scoring started for the Grizz. And over the middle, nothing doing. Rams, Chase Massey coming up, making a nice tackle for West Valley.
Massey, we mentioned him a little bit over the previous weeks. He's really had a good season, comes out, makes the tackle, kind of hunkering that offense in this close to the goal line, but don't be afraid, don't be surprised they throw something deep right here.
Villanueva,
oh boy,
with a completion near side, broken tackles, and all the way up across the 30. So a huge play for Sunnyside and another first down.
I think that was Jack Goodrich, just a nice little out route to, playing pretty far off, just a little pitch and catch. And if you're going to play that far off, you have enough room to kind of break down, get a good angle, and a nice form tackle, but just couldn't rail him in there. And huge play now at the 30-yard line for the Grizz.
Hansen takes it over the right side, tripped up out there and brought down, and just a couple yard gain. Nice job by West Valley. I believe that's Donnie Malland out there. Had the big interception close out the game last weekend.
See what kind of adjustments this defense makes. We mentioned Sunnyside just marching 80 yards, 6 first downs, doing everything they wanted on that first drive. Have to get a little stingy here if you're this West Valley squad, trying to get creative on defense.
Hansen with another
There we go.
carry, but West Valley, nice stop. Up front, Kane Chavez busting through the line that time. This linebacking core, Dave, doing a nice job here on this drive, keeping things in front of them.
Well, that's what the 3-4 defense will do, right? 3-4, you're going to have 3 down linemen, and you have 4 linebackers, especially when they spread the field. West Valley kind of go into this 4 lineman look, and really it's just kind of Kane Chavez in the middle there, So he's going to have a big game, sort of trying to keep everybody at bay.
Wow, Villanueva escapes the pocket. Has a receiver open right about midfield. Nice job maintaining composure for Villanueva. Picks up a first down.
And that's what he does. He just buys that extra 2 seconds, just kind of let the wide receivers break away. Good contain, good pressure. He's a really competitive quarterback when it comes to buying just that little extra time, deliver it down the field. Nobody open, and then 2 seconds later, deliver it right on the money. That's a hold. Oh, my goodness. Yikes.
And, boy, moving his feet, getting close to the first down. And that's going to be just shy. But yeah, tons of weapons. Alonzo Palacios over there on the far side.
That receiver, Cody Dittens, on the far side, just absolutely kind of holding those wide receivers really aggressive, getting pretty handsy. I don't think that's going to work for him all game. Referees are going to be all over that here in a little bit, but just buying some time. Nobody out there. Defensive backs couldn't break free for the tackle.
Nothing doing over the middle. Chase Massey in on the play along with Tadeo Felix for the Rams, but just enough for a first down. And so that will move the chains. Clock moving as well here, just right at about a minute to go in the first quarter. Hansen going to get a carry again, breaks through the second level. A 7-yard pickup.
It's an efficient offense to watch, isn't it? Some big linemen up front. You're going to pull that guard and that tackle, let the defensive lineman through and try and open up some running lanes. And you really just need one broken tackle, and there's no one else behind you just because you spread the field with the wide receivers, and it's really a linebacker on a running back.
Keeper for Villanueva tries to find some running room. He does not. Got a slew of Rams on that play, but I think Samuel French at the bottom of the pile for West Valley, wrapping up Villanueva. As the clock ticks down, that might do it here for the first quarter. Another opportunity to thank one of our sponsors here before we head to a break, All Safe Storage. Need more space? All Safe Storage has you covered with 2 convenient Yakima locations, including our West Valley site. We offer over 400 clean, secure units with climate-controlled options, top-notch security, and friendly local service. Call All Safe Storage today at 509-823-4370, 509-823-4370, and make space for what matters most. That'll do it for the end of the first quarter on the Bighorn Network. Sunnyside Grizzlies up 7-0 here at Clayson Field. Welcome back to the Bighorn Network. Mike Moore alongside Dr. Demo David Moore. 12 minutes to go as we start out the second quarter. We will have an extended halftime for homecoming. But thank you for joining us. Sunnyside, second possession here of the first half, and they are on the march. And Dave, we're just commenting, man, when they have a lot of completions,
yeah,
a lot of runs, and that, keeps the clock ticking.
Very efficient offense. 9 first downs already for Sunnyside in just the first quarter. And, that first quarter just absolutely flew by. 15-play drive on the first possession, already the 9th play of the drive on their second possession. So just moving the chains, short, efficient passes, and solid runs, chunking off 6-7 yards. And, that keeps your defense off of the field as well if you're the Sunnyside Grizzlies.
And send a carry over the left side. Man, jumps over a couple West Valley defenders. Finally brought down by Donnie Malin, Dalton Hargraves and company. But again, another first down play. And Sunnyside threatening again here as we start the second quarter. I'll get the scoreboard updated.
There's that 4 wide receiver look again on the far sideline. They did this last time. They wanted to isolate their solo receiver. Now in motion, going to absolutely load the left side and just flood the area. Boy.
And a shot over the middle and a Sunnyside Grizzly touchdown. Micah Jones on coverage, unable to get in and get a pass breakup, but a beautiful throw. And it's tough when you're a defender, Dave.
Cody Diddens
put it on the money.
Yeah, Diddens is an absolute stud, too. Senior, 5'4", 167 pounds. So at 5'4", man, but he can move. And just a brilliant play call, Mike. They have 4 wide receivers on the far side. Move the solo receiver near side in motion. So you got 5 guys over there. And I know that West Valley defense has never seen that before. And then you flood that, and what do? You take your best receiver and run a big post route to get past the safety. Nobody there, and a beautiful pass, as you said.
Another opportunity to thank one of our booster sponsors, Blessing Healthcare Infusion and Wellness. At Blessing Healthcare Infusion and Wellness in Yakima, we believe your health journey should be as unique as you are. That's why we provide truly personalized care, from effective weight loss solutions to advanced age management therapies, all tailored to help you feel and look your best. Take the next step toward a healthier you. Call Blessing Healthcare at 509-248-0497, 509-248-0497.
A 10-play, 91-yard drive right there, moving right down the field.
Yeah, we could use a little infusion of offense here, Dave, to get back into this. Down 14 points. Sunnyside just really efficient on first 2 drives.
And West Valley, only the 1 possession. That's what happens. I mean, West Valley just hasn't had the football. Just 1 possession. They ran the ball 3 times and punted it away. I mean, that's pretty much what we've done so far on offense. So, a really efficient first quarter and starting the second for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, about 25, 30 plays for the Grizz and just 3 for West Valley as Malland receives the kick, gets it out to the 25. So the same field position here for the Rams on their second chance on offense.
Ryan Scott, let's see if he wants to open it up. Now, wind kind of in Burley's face. You saw Enciso back. We mentioned what he does to this offense. You want to get him the ball, but let's see if he wants to try and keep pace with this Sunnyside offense. Ryan Scott in his 3rd year here for West Valley, 10-14 overall record since taking over.
Kane Chavez is going to take over in the backfield for Enciso. Burley going to roll out. Receiver open. Malland over on the far side.
There we go.
Burley with his first completion. 7 yards. A nice first down play.
Just a sprint out right, kind of flood that, take that receiver, a little out route, Nice catch. It's a hard catch for a receiver, kind of on your outside shoulder, ball coming at an awkward angle, but Burley just put that on a frozen rope, hit the outside shoulder, perfect pass, catch it, move upfield, gain of 8. Nice way to start this drive.
Chavez over the left side. Keeps his legs moving just enough for a first down. A 4-yard pickup for Kane Chavez, who had a really nice game last week versus Davis. Trying to get the stats, Dave, but I think Kane had over 100 yards.
Yeah, Kane Chavez had 16 rushes, 113 yards last week. But, you know, it's funny, you want to run around big left tackle Parker Mills, 6'6", 295 pounds, and the defensive backs and linebackers just kind of, like, went backwards. Didn't want to really go up against him there. So opened up a big hole for Chavez, get the first down there for West Valley.
Chavez with the carry again, fights his way forward across the line of scrimmage. Just pick up a 2. So second down. Second quarter. Coming up on 10 minutes to go here in the half. Homecoming night.
Great crowd here too, Mike. I don't see too many open seats here.
This is the home opener, as we mentioned.
Yeah.
You know, they redid the bleachers, redid the press box, and nice job by athletic director Jeff Jameson to make sure everything was in working order by the start of the football season. I know it's kind of right up against the window. We had that game canceled. Kane Chavez keeps his legs moving, and he gets across the 40 down to the 42. Yeah.
I feel like we should have got some memento from that old press box there, Mike. You know, I mean, that, you know, some sort of table or part of the wall or something. You know what I mean? Gosh, been through a lot in that press box over the years.
Well, we got a player down. We're going to take a break here on the Big Horn Network and come back. 9:22 to go, first half. Sunnyside up 14-0 over your West Valley Rams. Back here to the action. Tadeo Felix coming off banged up a little bit. We'll try and get an update on Tadeo. Hopefully he's all right. Jeannie Martin down there, the longtime West Valley trainer, checking him out. And West Valley, I think they're going to get some cheap yards here as that little hard count snap brought over by Dan Iman. Rick Klein talked about that quite a bit, Dave, but it's been a useful tool for the Rams, and that's going to be right at the sticks. I'm waiting for the signal. They are going to now give it to him. First down, West Valley. We'll take it.
Yeah, big ones too. I mean, Sunnyside, we mentioned how efficient they've been, but 2 penalties, one negated about a 30-yard touchdown, and that one moving the sticks for West Valley.
Chavez, boy, lowers his helmet.
Man.
Keeps it going. They blew a whistle. He was ready. Oh, that was Devin Anciso there, Dave.
I was going to say, that looked like a bullet just coming through there. Anciso not messing around. He's been sidelined for a few weeks. We saw him kind of go down that second game there in Idaho, but man, he looks ready to play today, doesn't he?
Got a shout out from Rick Klein. He's over at the Sela game tonight, Dave, watching his brother Ron out there, coach, but says hi as Anciso fights forward, still on his feet. We got a whistle blown, but Devin gonna get up inside or across the 50 inside Grizz territory, first time tonight for West Valley.
I think you got to clear something up front. I don't know if it's Tadeo Felix being out or what's going on, but you just have open guys unblocked, just filling the gaps there. and you know, gotta sort of get your man, figure out where we're at.
Burley wants to roll right. He's got some room over here on the near side.
Oh my!
He goes down. Man, waiting for a flag. There we go. As Burley gave himself up and that's a tough play as a defender, Dave.
Yeah, that was.
I don't think it was malicious, but
well, it was kind of one-on-one. I was surprised he slid. It was kind of one-on-one, open field, right in front of him with the sticks, and he kind of went down. But he went down shoulder. He went high into the head as he was sliding down, and that's going to be a 15-yard penalty and move the sticks once again. That's 2 first downs on this drive, both from penalties from the Grizz.
We got 7:40 to go here, first half. High snap. That ball's on the ground, boy. I think Enciso able to fall back on it, but going to be a loss of 3. And that play, just a tough start there.
And I think those are the things we can't have. You know, you're playing a great team in Sunnyside. You know they're good. You know what they can do on offense. And, man, have to limit those mistakes. Now you put us in 2nd and long. We have moving the chains, going forward. Those are the plays that kill you. Holding penalties or sort of losses like that. You can't get the snap. Snap was a little hot, little high, and just threw off the timing there.
Burley.
There we go.
Quick toss on a little slant to Jack Goodrich. Or Noah Soptic. Well, I think that might be Goodrich, Dave.
Yeah, and that's what I think this offense has been missing. Just those nice, efficient, just a little hitch route, go out, turn around, quick, efficient out routes. Head coach Ryan Scott calling a couple of those. We haven't seen the ball down the field too much today.
Burley going to roll out near side again, just flip it to Chase Massey. And that's going to be a completion. I think West Valley just going to be shy of that first down, Dave. 4th down and short here. Noah Soptic checks back in. We've been seeing him on offense a little bit.
They're going to go to that hard snap right here. You have to assume this is going to be the 11th play of this drive for West Valley. Oh, boy.
And that will be a turnover on downs. Sunnyside defense coming up big.
Just unblocked. You know, guys just jumping through that line. You know, Sunnyside just clogging the box. I think they had 6, 7 guys in the box right there, blitzing all their linebackers, and just almost like they knew the play as they lined up on defense, just blitzing right through that hole. I think you might have gotten a little bit more creative on that 4th and 1 with that many players in the box and showing blitz like that, and just too much for the offensive line to overcome. A turnover, give the ball back to the Grizzlies on about the 26-yard line.
There's going to be a timeout on the field and a chance to thank another one of our sponsors, Central Washington Refrigeration, building world-class cooling systems that keep our region's food processing, storage, and manufacturing industries running strong. From Yakima to Portland and beyond, CWR delivers innovation, integrity, and service that goes the extra mile. Learn more at cwrcentral.com. Thank you to Central Washington Refrigeration. And we're going to take a short break here on the Bighorn Network. Come back to you. 6:16 to go here, first half. West Valley down by 14 to the Grizz. back to the action here on a 1st down and 10. Sunnyside forcing a turnover on downs and a big play over the left side. Draws a host of Rams, but not before Hansen picks up a 1st down right at the sticks. So Rams move the ball there, Dave. Get all the way down inside the 25-yard line about, but Sunnyside a nice job buttoning things up on a 4th down play, and another 11-yard pickup for Hansen. Chunk yardage here as we saw in that, as we've seen in the last 2 possessions. And we got a West Valley player down here with 5:35 to go. And we're going to take another short break here on the Bighorn Network. Back here, Mike Moore alongside Dr. Demo, David Moore. We got Ethan Wordley on the camera for all of our fans here. 5:35 to go. Rams down 14-0, trying to get a stop, get the ball back, and get some points up heading into halftime. But so far, we don't have an answer for the Sunnyside Grizzlies offense. Stop Hansen on that play for just a 2-yard carry. French on the tackle for the Rams. Trying to figure things out here, Dave. Sunnyside, some big chunk plays. 2nd down, Villanueva looks over near side, pass completion to Giddens. He is talented. His hands out here, shifty receiver. Touchdown tonight. 1st down.
Yeah, it's just a little 5-yard out route. That's really tough for a corner too. And you know, you want to mention earlier in the broadcast, you want to give them some space. You know what they can do down the field. And Coach Lobosal is saying, okay, if you're going to play that far off, we'll take those little 5-yard out routes all day long.
A little bit of pressure, overthrows his intended target. Micah Jones on the pass breakup. Micah, as we mentioned in the pregame show, transfer student, his first opportunity to play for West Valley here, the junior. Welcome to the Rams.
He looks the part, doesn't he? Pretty good athlete. Talk to the athletic director, Jeff Jameson. He's going to be a welcome addition to this football team on both sides of the ball. I'd like to see him on offense too, a wide receiver.
Villanueva, the shot near side, and Cody Diddens is out of bounds, but not before he's able to pick up about 14 yards and another Sunnyside Grizz 1st down. High-powered offense here from Marshall Lobosal, as you mentioned, Dave. Steady C. Crew, the Slide family.
Yeah, Donovan Allen on the coverage there. Man, he's got his work cut out for him. That is so tough, and he's really just isolated one-on-one. They'll put many receivers on the far side, and then
still on his feet across the 10. Finally wrapped up and dropped by Jones. We got some extra breakers here. Flags There's been a lot of pushing and shoving. Sorry about that, folks. Didn't realize I had the commercial going, Demo. Sorry about that. Sometimes it gets a little busy up here in the booth or in the perch tonight. Went back to our old non-video stream mode.
Yeah.
But actually probably best that we kept that little
melee off of the
off, so.
Yeah. But incredible run, man. He's tough too. I think Villanueva on this drive had his first incompletion. So far he's been perfect in this ball game, and you could see what he could do with his legs right there. I think he broke out of 3-4 tackles, got popped about 4 or 5 times, and his teammates didn't really like that towards the end.
That time a nice job out on the far side. But we got another player banged up. I think that's Dalton Hargraves. But Hansen with the carry on the far side. Once again, apologize for that commercial over the top of us. As Hansen trying to punch it in, nothing up front. A nice job by West Valley.
We mentioned the time of possession as well. Clock ticking down under 3 minutes and 40 seconds already in the second quarter.
Villanueva going to call his own number, try to get in, but I think he's going to be shy, Dave. That's going to bring up a huge 4th down play. Nice job by the West Valley defense. Let's see what Coach Marshall Lobostal dials up here. I like what I'm seeing from this defensive front.
It's tough. I mean, they can just attack you so many different ways. They can run the ball outside. They want a timeout here. I think they want a timeout. I don't know.
Trying to call a timeout, but nobody's giving it to him. Villanueva with a fake toss. Coach Ryan Scott running down the sideline here, asking for a timeout. Couldn't get one, and Sunnyside with their 3rd touchdown of the ball game.
Referee's not really compliant there, doesn't really care. Ryan Scott kind of giving to him on the near sideline. Unfortunately, he was over with his offense down here. I think he wanted to call a timeout and get a little goal line defense in there. The other coaching staff trying to call the timeout for him, but unfortunately tried to kind of run down and
low snap. And a flag comes out on the 2-point or on the extra point conversion.
I think that was a 2-pointer, a 2-point conversion all the way. That kind of like a fake PAT from the start. Not sure where the penalty was. Wow, I did not see that, but referee right on top of it there threw the flag pretty quickly and right in front of him, so maybe got a little handsy there in the end zone.
Well, 2:53 to go here in the half. West Valley having a tough time so far stopping this high-powered and fast-paced Sunnyside Grizz offense. West Valley, 2 possessions, 3 and out on the first. Move the ball down inside the 25 on their second, but a turnover on downs, and Sunnyside capitalizes on a 75-yard scoring drive and now punches it in for the 2-point conversion. Take a 22-0 lead. Opportunity for us to thank another one of our West Valley Ram Booster sponsors, Jeremy Kelly, your Edward Jones financial advisor, located at 3913 Creekside Loop, Suite B, here in Yakima. For more information, visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, a member SIPC. Dave, really need to get some offense moving here, put up some points before we head into this extended halftime.
I think you got plenty of time. You got 3 minutes, you got 3 timeouts. I think it's more now just about, get some momentum on your side. Sunnyside has had the ball pretty much the entire first half so far. Try and move the sticks. You don't have to do it in one play. You got plenty of time, but you do need to get some momentum heading into the half. Already down 22-0. If we can get some points on the board before halftime, I think you can kind of give a little halftime speech, make some adjustments at halftime, try and slow down that offense, but need a good drive here to close out this half. And I think you've had success with some passes. I think you got to get Burley involved. So far tonight, only a couple of pass attempts. He's been efficient. He's throwing the ball well. I think you got to put it in Burley's hands. They're loading the box, taking Anciso away.
Jack Goodrich with a nice return to start things off here. Rams get it out past the 35 to the 37 as West Valley offense comes out for the third time this evening.
Good field position to start. Ryan Scott kind of, had a little powwow with his offense on the near sideline, as we mentioned, sending the play. And I think this is going to be kind of Burley's drive right here. Let's see if we can get him rolling, get our wide receivers sort of mixed in. I think you want to run the football. Such a unique defense from Sunnyside when you look at it on film. Almost 4 defensive backs, all kind of, it's kind of a interesting defense. You don't know where it's coming from. I'll get us 5 yards right there.
Play called dead on the encroachment, hopefully here. Flag thrown that way. So West Valley going to get a boost on first down. Clock stopped at 2:45. Ram zone getting into it. The Ram marching band looks like they're going to make a performance here at the half. And a nice run for West Valley. Devin Anciso spinning across the 45 down to about the 50, call it the 49-yard line, but a first down for West Valley. And man, I love seeing that, Dave.
Yeah, really. He's one of the best at kind of that just evading spins, or he'll run through you too and break tackles. Just great balance. It's really impressive to watch. We've been able to watch him now for a couple of years, and just a great running back, a true running back. Can do a lot in the backfield.
Burley.
There we go.
Threads the defense to Goodrich. And that's a 7-yard pickup. So second down and manageable here.
Nice catch, too. In traffic, slant route. You don't know who's coming for you. Safety, those slant routes a little dangerous in the middle of the field. Goodrich, nice catch, ducking down and getting under and not taking a huge hit. And you mentioned it, Mike, kind of threaded the needle right there. Burley stepping forward, aggressive with the throw, exactly what you want.
And Ciso shifts out to the right, spinning down to the 35. A nice cut for Devin. And a first down, West Valley.
And that's what that.
Oh, and a late flag
boy.
coming in, Dave.
I did not see that.
Wow.
And I don't know if that's going to be
This might be on
illegal substitution, perhaps. Yeah, I mean, I think if you're going to sub in and out, oh no, delay a game, I want to say. Is that right?
I think this is going to be a 15-yarder, Dave.
Oh boy.
I think they're this official didn't like something. Yeah, it was an unsportsmanlike. I don't like jumping to conclusions, but right as that flag was thrown, a Sunnyside player left the field pretty quickly.
That's 5 penalties for 50 yards, and we're not even counting the sort of offsetting personal fouls earlier.
And we got a stoppage here. I don't think this this near judge was set just yet. So
yeah, but a big penalty. 1:25 left to go here in the first half. Rams in business at the 20-yard line in the red zone for the first time today. And let's see what head coach Ryan Scott wants to do. West Valley, all 3 of their timeouts left. Plenty of time. Can still run the football here.
First down and 10. And Ciso gets a handoff, hit immediately for no gain. That's going to bring up second down. I like the play call, Dave. Just keep Ciso active, keep him in the game, work off of that. One of your keys to victory.
Yeah, I think you got to, but if you're going to do that, I think you got to also run the play action. Play action's got to be there somewhere. We haven't really seen that so far. It's been sprint outs. It's been quick drop and throws. I think the play action is there for you. And now head coach Ryan Scott is going to take a timeout.
Give us another opportunity to talk about one of our West Valley Ram booster sponsors, this time Fencing and Awning. Looking for quality fencing and awnings? They have you covered, from chain link and wood fences to elegant ornamental options and automatic gates, residential, commercial installs, or just DIY materials. If you're feeling ambitious, they do it all. Call 509-248-5117, 509-248-5117. 52 seconds to go and a timeout for West Valley, down 22-0. Dave would love to see us capitalize here on this drive, and a couple of penalties by Sunnyside, some runs from Devin and Ciso, kind of finally getting a drive together here inside Sunnyside territory. A nice scoring opportunity for West Valley coming up.
And it is difficult for this offensive line because you don't know who's coming or coming from where. I mean, you have so many players kind of just in the mix. Some drop back, some blitz forward. I mean, really difficult to kind of pick up the right guys.
Evan Ciso weaving through on second down. A 7-yard pickup inside the 15, down to about the 14.
38 seconds, clock ticking down. Rams, 2 timeouts left, getting a little tight on time here. Gotta move, boys.
I'm trying to get the play call in. Under 30 seconds now.
Now we call a timeout.
And I think Coach Ryan Scott, I think we just had a bit of a tough time getting the play call in as they were scrambling, but we're going to take a timeout on the Bighorn Network and come back to you as West Valley knocking on the door. 23 seconds to go here in the first half. Welcome back to the broadcast. Mike Moore alongside Dr. Demo David Moore. We got 23 seconds to go here in the first half. West Valley with a 3rd down and 4 opportunity here. Drayden Burley on a screen to Dalton Hargraves. Hargraves makes the man miss. Hargraves in for a West Valley Rams touchdown. Rams get on the board with 6.
Woo! Great play call right there. We mentioned it a little bit. Sunnyside getting really aggressive with those linebackers and the blitzes. What do you do to an aggressive defense like that? Suck them in, drop it right over the top. Give a lot of credit to Drayden Burley right there. We've seen him have, struggled just a little bit with those screen passes sometimes or not have the lane. Beautiful touch, just lofted right over the front with some blockers out in front of him and skirts into the end zone with 17 seconds left. Exactly what West Valley needed to get into this football game.
We got him to jump here, Demo. Let's see if Coach Ryan Scott wants to talk things over here as he moves half the distance, perhaps.
And he is. He's going to go for 2 here, Mike.
I love it. Let's punch it in right here. Put 2 on the board with 17 seconds to go. Offense back out. Got Burley with Enciso in the backfield with him. Hargraves on the near side. I think that's Malland out there on the far side. Maybe Goodrich, but Enciso going to get the carry, trying to drive forward.
My goodness. I was about 8 Sunnyside players in the backfield right there, man. Whew. Yikes.
The two-point conversion unsuccessful, so the score remains 22-6. A chance to thank another one of our sponsors, Hanson Fruit, proudly supporting our Rams and our community. Hanson Fruit of Yakima is dedicated to growing and delivering the highest quality apples and cherries. Fresh from our orchards to your table since 1948. Hanson family, growing tradition, growing pride. Go Rams. 17 seconds. Rams put 6 on the board. Here in homecoming night, the marching band getting set to take the field for their halftime performance. Ram band, or the Ram zone. But the seniors started showing up around 5 p.m., Dave. 2 hours pregame, pretty amped up out there.
It's homecoming.
First home game of the season for West Valley. 5 games in, kind of a unique schedule for the Rams. As Chase Massey is at a boot down to the 5. This is going to be returned all the way out to the 25. And that shaves off about 8 seconds. Sunnyside, let's see if they just down at West Valley will get the ball to start things off in the second half. Just 9 seconds to go. This second quarter, Dave, a little bit longer than that first quarter, was just rocketed by.
But even so, I think even the second quarter, you know, this game's been moving pretty fast, pretty quick pace. Not a ton of laundry on the field, and long, efficient drives for kind of both teams.
Villanueva just going to hand it to Hanson, who has a little bit of a running lane over the left side. Finally brought down by Chavez, and Noah Soptic out there as the buzzer sounds, and that will do it for quarter number 2. We are at halftime. Sunnyside Grizzlies on top of your West Valley Rams here on the Bighorn Network, 22-6. Trying to see, I think we have a timeout, Dave. That didn't quite do it for Coach Lobestall, as they're going to put 6.5 seconds back on. So I didn't quite see that. I was getting ready to punch us to our commercial, but Coach Lobestall burns a timeout. Let's take a shot here. Can't blame him. He's got some pretty high-powered weapons out there on the offensive side of the football.
Especially in the open field. I mean, you don't have to throw a 60-yard bomb here. Just, 20, 30-yard pass, and those wide receivers so quick, and West Valley having a hard time bringing them down all night. Might as well take a shot, I guess, if you're this Sunnyside offense.
Ram zone getting into it. And now I think West Valley going to take their last timeout. So a little chess match here between coaches, but an opportunity for us to thank another sponsor, Integrative Dermatology. We care for the whole family, from infants through the golden years, whether it's acne, rashes, skin cancer checks, or just wanting to feel your best. Our team is here with medical, surgical, and cosmetic dermatology, plus aesthetics and wellness services, because healthy skin and confidence matter at every age. Give us a call at 509-794-1434, 509-794-1434. Let's take care of your skin together. 6.5 seconds. Timeouts on both sides of the football. It's going to be second down here. Maybe time for one more play, barring a penalty. Rams in full prevent. It's Micah Jones at safety, about 20 yards off the ball. Now he's moving up. And a little screen pass out here, or out far side, and that will do it. So West Valley bottles it up right about midfield. Now the horn sounds, and the teams will head in for halftime, Dave. I'm waiting to see how much time they put on the clock. Usually we get another 5 minutes. Yeah, so we got 20 on the clock. We will leave the camera running with the mic just for the halftime show and catch the band for everybody. Well, thanks for joining us here on the Big Horn Network. We will return.
for sound technician.
Now, make some noise to help us welcome the guys across the field into the stage. We present Devin Enciso, Joel Jimenez, Parker Mills, Adrian Rojas, and Caleb Alvarino. Devin is active with West Valley Football and Yakima Sports Performance. After high school, he is considering attending Monsters University. Joel can be found on the track, taking pictures, and participating with his church's youth group. After graduation, he plans to enroll at Perry Technical Institute for their plumbing program. Parker engages in his community through football, basketball, FCA. After high school, he hopes to play football in college and eventually pursue law school. Adrian is active with the Arts and Community Theater, but he could also save your life at the swimming pool. Graduation means Adrian will be able to pursue his dream of acting and photography. Tyler can be found playing basketball as well as working at Apple Tree. After high school, he might pursue Perry Tech, but is still keeping his options open. Devin Enciso is accompanied tonight by his sister Alex and mother Tara. Joel is accompanied tonight by his sister Susanna and friend Rosa. Parker Mills is accompanied tonight by his parents Amy and Kyle Mills. Adrian Rojas is accompanied tonight by his mom Silva and dad Jesse. Kylo is accompanied tonight by his parents Mandy and Frank Valdivinos. One more round of applause for this court, as selected by the 2026 senior class.
Customized just for them. Please help us count down from 5
Welcome back to the broadcast here on the Bighorn Network. Mike Moore alongside Dr. Devo, David Moore. We got 20 seconds to kick off here on that extended halftime show for homecoming. Nice job by the announcers, one of which I think her dad was listening. Oscar Rodriguez out there. Melinda did a wonderful job in the booth. Hope you're still with us, Oscar. We are expecting a guest here on the second half. Kind of a surprise guest here for homecoming. Always nice to chat with our West Valley alumni. But 12 minutes on the clock. Sunnyside dominant first half. 3 scoring drives. And West Valley a touchdown to finish off the half. Did a nice job. Capped off by a little 15-yard screen pass from Drayden Burley to Dalton Hargraves. But Dave, West Valley with the work cut out from them. They got to figure out something on defense here.
Well, the good news is they finished strong, right? So they finished strong on that first half. They put some points on the board, have some momentum. I think we have a lot of adjustments to make at halftime. But again, I have to have a good first drive of this second half to get back into this football game, keep that momentum going. And the offense has been moving the football. You got stopped on 4th down on one drive, came down, scored. They just haven't had the ball for very long. Sunnyside just putting together some really long, methodical drives. So they can get back into this thing if they could put up, keep that momentum going and put some points up here to start this third quarter.
Jack Goodrich out to the 35-yard line for West Valley to start things off. And another opportunity to see junior quarterback Drayden Burley put together a nice drive, helped out by a couple penalties. But, man, Drayden threw some nice balls, Dave, especially in that seam right over the middle. Really nice touch, and then especially on that screen pass also. You know,
I know he doesn't have the yardage and might not have the touchdowns here, just the one in the first half, which is great. I think this is one of his best halves. He's been managing the game well, conservative passes, very decisive, drops back, the ball's out of his hand, hasn't taken big sacks, not holding on to the football. He really played a nice first half, really impressed, and he's come a long way.
Handoff on the near side. Man, whistles blow. Corbin Vincent, who also had a nice game against Davis, getting some action here in the second half to start things off.
Corbin Vincent over 100 yards against Davis last week, and head coach Ryan Scott gonna see what he can do with the football here to open up the third quarter. Had a nice game kind of coming in, wasn't really expecting to get the football last week due to some injuries. Of course, Anciso out last week and some injuries. Vincent got an opportunity and made the most of it against Davis.
Donnie Mallon with a catch here near side. And that is going to be up to about the 37, and so it'll bring up a third down, get some yardage back for the Rams.
That is a rocket. Just get the ball. Man, he's just so great when he just gets that football, drop step, sling it, and that is a tight spiral, outside shoulder. That is exactly how you draw it up. Ball coming out of the hand of Drayden Burley really well tonight. He's got the wind behind him here. Let's see if he wants to throw something deep here on third down.
Corbin Vincent over the left side. Number 42 across midfield, and a first down for West Valley. He's moving the ball.
Woo. 5th overall first down right there. I think the Sunnyside defense thinking exactly what I was. 3rd and long, 3rd and 8. Wanted to play back a little bit, didn't blitz anyone. Finally opening up some running room, and Vincent just untouched. Good acceleration through the hole to move those chains. That is a huge pickup on 3rd and long. Great call by head coach Ryan Scott, running that ball right between the tackles for the first down.
Got Devin Enciso back in the game, trying to spin out of a couple tackles. And he's barely able to get back. Maybe call him a yard shy of the line of scrimmage if you're just joining us. West Valley opening drive of the second half. 10:25 to go here, third quarter. Homecoming night. Rams zone packed. The stands packed for the opening game also of the season, the opening home game of the season for West Valley.
Parker Mills, starting left tackle for the Rams, crowned homecoming king here at halftime.
As Drayden flushed out. Oh, nice throw all the way up to the 42. Maybe forward progress. We'll see, but third and manageable here. And Drayden, I like when he rolls out there, Dave, keeps size down the field, finding open targets. More importantly, West Valley hanging on to the football.
Well, granted, right there, one step, looks for his first read, not there, boom, he's gone. You know, I mean, it was great. Buy some time, get outside the tackle, keeps his eyes downfield, and he is just making some really quick decisions. The game really slowing down for him in his second year at starting quarterback here for West Valley, and really impressed with how he's managed the game tonight.
And Ciso trying to get up to the yard marker to gain. He is short.
Gotta
That's
have
going to bring up another fourth down. Corbin Vincent checking in.
And Ciso just not having a lot of success in between the tackles tonight. Like to see him get outside, maybe some of those slip screens as well, get him involved in the passing game. But West Valley got stopped, 4th and short. There in this, I think it was that second quarter. Man, faced with the same thing again and about the same field position as well. Let's see if Ryan Scott wants to get outside the tackles this time or try and see what yardage he can get in between.
Corbin Vincent. Oh, give it
to
me.
Oh, he got it.
Come on now.
Oh, yeah.
Vincent just enough for that first down. It's a couple.
A lot of credit to those big boys up front. Again, it looks like there's a hole there. It really does. Sunnyside, just the 3 down linemen. It looks like there's this nice, easy hole. Those linebackers just crashed so hard. But give a lot of credit to Vincent right there to move the 6. That was a huge play for West Valley. Clock ticking down about 8 minutes here in the third quarter. Keep this drive rolling. Keep your defense off of the field. Man, big pickup on 4th down.
Burley going to roll out, looking downfield, tucks it, and he is hit.
That is a late hit.
And out of bounds, maybe back to the line of scrimmage. West Valley here, chewing some clock too, Dave. I think that's key. You got to give your defense a little time to recuperate, even coming out of the halftime. They spent a lot of time on the field in the first half.
And I think give Burley credit right there, too. He was looking downfield. His wide receiver, I think that was number 3, Donovan Mallon, just kind of slipped on the out route, tucks it, runs, picks up a yard. Don't force it. Don't make a bad throw.
Vincent trying to find a little seam. He does. So that's going to bring up 3rd down and about 6. West Valley need to get down to the 29-yard line, 7:40 to go.
Don't have to get it all right here either. We're in 4-down territory. You got 2 plays to get this. And, gosh, Sunnyside just starting off of the line of scrimmage, just getting, 1-2 yard head start to just kind of slam in. And from an offensive line standpoint, tough to know who's coming and who's got what responsibilities. And now they're going to go back to a down set on the line. There it is.
Oh, nice play. Boy, trying to reach out for that first down. Jack Goodrich, a heady play. That's going to bring up just 4th and maybe a half a yard. Okay, call it a yard. But Jack, knowing where the sticks is, really did his best to get that ball out there.
And a quick read and a quick release from Burley. Sees his open receiver, doesn't run it out, doesn't let the defense kind of close in on him. Starts that sprint out left, delivers the football, gain of about 6 yards. Again, forced with another 4th down here. Head coach Ryan Scott. Man, we've been saying that a lot today.
Oh, no, and Ciso hit in the backfield, goes down. 2nd time in the ball game. Rams turn it over on downs, unable to pick up a yard or 2.
I feel like we ran the same play on 4th down, I think 3 different times, and all of them just getting absolutely stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Ugh, but a great drive. Give a lot of credit there. A couple of first downs on that drive, moving the football. That's good to see from this offense. and have a little momentum moving forward.
Well, I want to welcome to the broadcast a West Valley Ram alumni, and just an absolute stud out here on the field. He always used to love to call his games. We had a little game we played up in the press box called Touchdown Bingo back in the Schuyler Castle days, but one of his core receivers, Jackson May. Jackson, welcome to the booth, my friend.
Thank you. Glad to be here. Thank you.
Get that mic a little closer and speak up, young man. But
Yes,
just wanted to check in with you. Jackson, saw you last week at the game as we got a completion over on the far side. Boy, Cody Diddens is just a shifty receiver. Kind of reminds me of you a little bit out there, Jackson.
Yeah,
but,
a little bit.
What you been up to? How's things going? Left West Valley back in 22, is that right?
Graduated in 23,
23.
and then I played 2 years of baseball at Bellevue College, and now just going to school at Central.
Oh, that's awesome. And what are you getting a degree in?
Math education.
Okay.
So just like my parents, actually.
Villanueva
Yep.
rolls out to his left, but we talked a lot about. I was calling the game last week with Coach Rick Klein, and we talked a lot about your years there and just kind of some of the highlights for your particular team. But what are some of the things that stood out for you, your sophomore, junior, senior seasons? I'd
say just the entire senior year for me was a lot of fun. I mean, we had such a good core group of guys with Skylar, Ben, me, Aiden, just all the receivers, and the whole year was really fun. I really liked beating Moses Lake at home our senior year. That was a big game.
I remember that one, man. We were pumped up.
I don't think that was their first league loss in 2 years, I think.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool.
Well, and obviously impacted, through the COVID year and a half in school, but that shortened season, you guys just really came out strong. I think you were able to compete in like 4 games, was it, or 4 or 5 games?
Yep.
And then that next year just lit it up, and lost a tough one in the playoffs down in Pasco, but really did a great job as Sunnyside taking a shot downfield. Villanueva hooking up with Alonzo Palacios for a Sunnyside touchdown.
He
as
can
they
spin a little bit.
Yes, yeah, he can. He's pretty good. But yeah, just a great senior season for you guys. Tell me a couple of the stories that maybe one or two that we didn't know about that are.
I'd say we had a lot of team dinners. Those were always the good memories. I mean, there were a lot of nights we ended up just on Thursday nights before Friday night games. Just somebody new would host every week, and we would. We'd just be staying up talking all night and just a lot of team bonding. And
I came to one of those at the Castle residence where I think they had like a I don't even know what it was, man. There were tables out there.
It was like a crab feed or something like that. Yeah,
cook-off, crab pot cook-off.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, man.
I think the first team dinner we had was actually at my house when weather was still nice, and I think we had every single kid jump in the pool. And we had a big cannonball line, and
nice.
Yeah, just like I said, a lot of good team bonding moments.
But you chose to go the baseball path. Had couple years at Bellevue, and now at Central. How much time you got left there? Just another year?
I think this year, next year, and then possibly another quarter.
Sure. Yeah. Any plans to move back into the Valley, or?
Yeah, that's kind of the hope. Hopefully, maybe get a teaching job at West Valley eventually, and I would love to coach here as well.
Yeah, well, that's great, Jackson. Appreciate you coming on, man, and you're always one of our favorites out there. We enjoyed watching you, and
I appreciate it,
especially that 22, 23 team. You guys were just awesome, man, and provided a lot of highlights for us. I'll never forget that night in Zeppel. I think Skylar had 7 touchdowns.
Yep, that was a fun night.
Man, just an amazing night, just an all-timer. So,
yep, for sure.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, man. Appreciate it. Welcome anytime.
Thanks for having me.
As we have a timeout here, 4:39 to go. We're going to take a short break and come back to you on the Bighorn Network. Oh, I had to say goodbye to one of our favorites all time, Demo Jackson May. Just a wonderful kid and a wonderful leader on those West Valley teams.
Great
and
receiver too, man.
yeah.
He pulled down some amazing catches, and of course, with Castles as quarterback, man, it was fun to watch. And Dan Iman just sort of slinging the ball around every single game. There were some shootouts there, weren't there, Mike, that we called back in the day?
There were, but Jackson always after the game or when you'd see him out, just a very humble kid. And
wow. Yikes.
Boy, I'll tell you what, I think that's Noah Soptic that just got ripped down. I don't know. That was a rough play. Still down. I thought I saw, was that Jack Goodrich or Soptic? It's hard for me to tell between the 6 and the 8, Demo.
Yeah, that's a dangerous play. Man. And, of course, on defense, I've been there. You never mean to grab someone's face mask if people are moving, especially on a kickoff. It's really hard to kind of get your ear on the side and get form tackling when you're running that far and moving that quickly. But, man, that is a dangerous play. Only going to be 15 yards. Sometimes I feel like that's not enough for some penalties like that.
Yeah, that is Jack Goodrich out there. Yeah, he's a little shake on. Oh, that's Donovan Malland. Boy, Donnie Malland bouncing up. And he's trying to get back out there.
Yeah, he's going to have to come off this
one
play.
Out here.
Yeah.
Our first chance to see Micah Jones here, number 80 on the near side.
We mentioned in the first half would like to see him on the offensive side of the ball. Again, his first game here for West Valley due to the transfer rules.
West Valley trying to catch Sunnyside off, but staying on his feet and just fighting forward. Nothing but sheer will on that drive. Devin Anciso, man, 5-yard pickup, hit 2 yards behind the line. A nice job by Devin. And now a Sunnyside player down.
And one thing we haven't really mentioned tonight that I think might be a first for us in West Valley, but not a lot of penalties against the Rams tonight. Sunnyside have had a lot of laundry on the field, but West Valley has played a pretty clean game in that aspect. I think in the past, watching this football team and then maybe the past couple of years, man, those holding penalties, pass interference, all that kind of stuff. But they've been really clean tonight. One of the reasons the offense has been able to move the ball, only 6 points, but they've had some good drives. And you have to give a lot of credit to the offensive line playing real clean football. Again, I think we're missing some blocks up there, but really a tough defense to block. And one of the reasons they run that, but tough to know where they're coming and what you're responsible for.
Burley,
get rid of it.
Flushed out, just throws it away. And ball was picked, but I think the defender was out of bounds, Dave. Really just kind of threw it to him. But fortunate as
yeah, have to get some separation here. Burley wants it, has a play action, flushed out, but wide receivers, man, you got to move. You see that quarterback flush. You can't just finish your route and kind of stand there. Move with the quarterback. He's moving to the side, either move up the field or move to that sideline, find some space so Burley has somewhere to throw. He's rolling out. He's kind of fighting back there from that wide receiving core. We mentioned it, one of the keys to victory. Those wide receivers need to find some open space.
Devin Anciso trying to find some running room on 3rd down. He is stopped for no gain. Sunnyside in the backfield a lot tonight. And Devin just shifting around.
I think you have to give a lot of credit to that Sunnyside defensive line. You're right, Mike. The defensive line linebackers feels like they're living in the West Valley side of the football. And Ciso has had tough sledding, one of the best running backs in the league. And, man, he just cannot even get going.
So big 4th down at midfield coming up.
There it is. Ooh, that's a little late.
A catch right here at the 42. They're going to give it to him and call it 1st down. So we'll take that. Donovan Malland just getting beat up a little bit here in the second half, but did a nice job of.
Tough kid, man. But again, great. Drop back, throw, no questions. Little hitch route, nice conservative pass. I love to see it. And I think Drayden Burley, man, he's having a great game tonight. Again, only to 6 points, but he's had an efficient game under a lot of pressure. Not a big running game going tonight. And I'm really impressed with Burley. He's had great composure.
And Cecil on first down over the left side. Tackle up front. Man, a couple of these guys, Dave, up front for Sunnyside doing a nice job. Jorge Campos, Diego Sandoval, Diego Cervantes. Sandoval, big kid, 74, just a sophomore.
Kind of feel like they're going to open it up right here, Mike. I got a feeling Ryan Scott's going to take a shot. But again, those safeties just so far back. I mean, they're 12 yards.
And Burley has to get rid of it. Under pressure, I think you're right, Dave. He was looking downfield, had a couple receivers, but man, again, a lot of white jerseys in the backfield.
A late flag here.
Yeah, that's grounding.
I thought that got tipped a little bit. I did get tipped, and referees didn't see it, and they're going to call grounding. A defensive lineman got a hand on the football, and referees just not going to give it to him.
2:20 to go here, third quarter. Sunnyside.
Oh, and they are going to. Yeah, let's see what they want to do here. They want to. Yeah, they're going to force him back. That ball was tipped by the defensive lineman. Okay.
Rams trying to get some points on the board. Second drive of the half. Got it all the way down to about the 30. The first drive as Burley under pressure goes down again.
I mean, they're bringing 7 guys, I think that time, just kind of an all-house, jailhouse blitz. They have 6 lined up on the line of scrimmage, just going to send absolutely everyone, and West Valley just not enough to block them. I mean, there's no one in the middle of the field. If you had a wide receiver just dragging right across, man, just wide open green space, and Sunnyside just takes, 4 guys and puts them deep and then sends 7. No one in the middle, happy to give up 7 or 8 yards, and West Valley forced to punt.
Dalton Hargraves booms another one.
Nice punt.
Let's get it back.
Oof, wow.
Just rolls it into the end zone, but some nice hang time by Dalton Hargraves. But that's going to be into the end zone with 1:25 to go here at Clayson Field. But an opportunity for us to thank one of our Ram Booster sponsors, Rogers Financial, your local wealth management and financial planning firm. For over 22 years, they specialize in investment management, retirement, and pension planning, helping educators, state employees, farmers, and business owners achieve financial confidence. Rogers Financial Group, your partner in financial success. Located at 3901 Kern Road, Suite 100 in Yakima. To schedule a meeting, contact their office at 509-902-3670. 509-902-3670. Officials talking things over, Dave. Not sure what about, but making sure they get the calls right. 1:25 to go here, third quarter. Sunnyside second possession of the ball game, or of the half, sorry. But so far tonight, Rams just having a tough time on defense against this high-powered Marshall Lobel coached Sunnyside offense.
Yeah, I mean, they have, if you don't count just the last, they ran one play maybe 2 plays actually right before the end of the half. So if you don't count that drive because it got stopped by time, you know, those 4 drives, man, just long, methodical, all leading to touchdowns. West Valley just no answer for them on defense, which you know, has been tough. Sunnyside able to run the football in between the tackles, able to get wide with wide receivers or running backs outside. Their quarterback, Julian Villanueva, man, very impressive. Some beautiful throws down the field. And then that receiving core, Cody Dinnan's one of the best in the league for sure. And they just isolate him on one side of the field. He's one-on-one with a corner. And, man, that is an incredible task for any corner in this league to cover that kid.
Hansen up the middle. It's going to be 2nd down.
We mentioned a little bit Sunnyside's game last week, lost 35-28. Late in that ball game, thought Sunnyside might have a chance. That's a huge game, too. You got Moses Lake, one of the top in the conference. Usually Moses Lake, Eastmont, and Sunnyside kind of battling it out. And Sunnyside and Eastmont, a really good game last week. Sunnyside ended up on the short end, 35-28. They will take on Davis next week in Yakima at Zeffel Stadium.
Clock under a minute now. And Hansen, handoff the right side, nothing doing.
We didn't mention either, Mike, but Sunnyside's coming into this game at 0-4. 0-4, 0-2 in the district. And their opponents, a combined 12-4, lost to Skyline to open up the season, lost at Coeur d'Alene, at Moses Lake, and then Eastmont at home. I mean, that might be the toughest schedule of any team in the state of Washington. Coming in tonight, this might be their they're looking for their first win here all season long.
Well, that will do it for the 3rd quarter. But another opportunity for us to thank one of our booster sponsors, Ridco Inc., when it comes to power, telephone, cable TV, and underground line construction in Yakima. Trust the experts at Ridco Inc. From excavation to conduit systems, from maintenance to major projects, we've got the equipment, experience, and dedication to get the job done right. Serving Yakima and beyond with quality workmanship you can count on. Call Ridco today, 509-575-0489, 509-575-0489. Building connections that last. And, yeah, Dave, searching for their first win, but Villanueva connecting on a lot of passes tonight, man.
And we've seen a couple, we've seen multiple games this year. This might be one of the most complete teams that we've seen. I mean, that team over in Idaho Lakeland was pretty darn good as well, but Sunnyside is going to go on a run here for the rest of the season and going to probably finish 3rd in the conference most likely. But an impressive team, offense, defense, very well coached, and just really came out at least these first 3 quarters in all phases tonight. So pretty impressive. I looked at their record and then kind of looked at the team, and just something didn't add up. But they had a heck of a schedule to open up this season, as the Rams have. Rams have had played some tough teams as well. Yeah, and again, this is their first home game. I mean, West Valley got smoked out here and had to go over to the west side for their first game. Well, then had to jump over to Rathdrum, Idaho for a game. Beat Davis last week. Had a tough one against Sela. So, both these teams, tough schedules to open up the year.
Get that score strip updated. We were just starting the 4th quarter here. Mike Moore alongside David Moore. Young Ethan on the camera, enjoying some Panda Express, it looks like. I'm not sure where he put. That
is not from the concessions. I will tell you that.
I'm not sure where young Ethan.
Where did he score that? That was amazing.
Man, must have nice parents.
I will say, too, as West Valley kind of jumps off sides here, but, you know, it's getting chilly, kind of getting to that time of year. We're into October. We mentioned the wind. It's kind of died down maybe a little bit as this game has gone on, but it's chilly up here atop Zero Road. It's also amazing homecoming week. You know, we see a lot of outfits and all that kind of stuff. It's amazing to me seeing kids in like shorts and T-shirts. I guess this is high school, man.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know.
I don't know how they do it.
I'm pretty sure my senior down there is in a T-shirt, so can't really talk much there, Demo. Sunnyside with another first down on a completion. You're right, Dave. Not too many penalties tonight from West Valley, which is really nice to see.
And I have to say, I think the offense has played pretty well, man. I think you know, a couple of fourth down stops. They haven't turned the ball over. Knock on wood. I realize we have a whole nother quarter to play.
Taking another shot downfield. Nice job by Goodrich on coverage out on the far side. But man, Villanueva, just a talented junior quarterback.
And he lays it up there too, doesn't he? Under duress, kind of drops back, has some time, steps into the throw. Beautiful long ball, maybe just a foot out in front. Not easy to overthrow those quick receivers, but he's got a good arm. That was actually really good coverage over there on the far sideline by Goodrich.
Motion by Hansen. Villanueva calling his own number. And he is wrapped up and dropped by my man Perez out there. Has to come off, lost his helmet. But Credence Perez with the stop. Not sure. He's got a head of hair on him too, Dave. Old Credence. Got to get inside that helmet.
Nice coverage. Oh my goodness. Wow.
And that is
yikes.
Going to be PI, it looks like.
Goodrich just battling, man. I don't know what. I mean, right there. Good coverage. Not incredibly far off the ball, which I love. Just 5 yards. Good drop. Stops right on him. Looked like great timing. Man, that was pretty good coverage to bail them out at 3rd and 10.
I got to take credit for that one, man. I jinxed this with the
We
penalty.
did. Gosh, we did jinx it. You're right.
I do that every game?
I thought that was pretty good coverage.
Took a little while on this one. 11:02 in the 4th.
I thought that was pretty good coverage there by Goodrich on the far sideline.
I'll take that one, Jack.
Yeah.
Man. First down and 10. Sunnyside at the 46-yard line. Villanueva hands it to Hansen, who tries to find some room, bounces outside. Micah Jones on the tackle. Not until Hansen is across midfield, out to the 41.
You see those linemen pull, you know where the ball's going. You see that guard pull, that tackle pull, you need to follow that football over to the far side.
And that is a catch down to the 25-yard line. And another first down. Sunnyside threatening again inside Ram territory. And a patient run by Hansen, has a blocker out front.
Yeah, you can't do a chop block there down the field. And let's see, I think they're going to get, is that Didier down there? Man, just a chop block. That's dangerous too. Those wide receivers, man, they're blocking, but just a referee's right on it, and they're going to pull this one back.
Flag thrown at about the 10-yard line. Let's see what they step it off to here. Right in front of the Ram zone. Got them fired up a little bit. Red, white, and blue night tonight on homecoming. But yeah, there's a lot of kids in T-shirts out there, David.
I know. I'm getting colder just looking at them.
As Hansen takes it around to the other side, has blockers out there, and a first down inside the 10.
Yeah, I've ran that play a couple of times tonight. Quad receivers on the far side, put them in motion, give them the football. You're going to pull the guard and have him go out in front. If you're a defensive end, you have to try and get out there and drag that out, not let him turn upfield. And I will say, too, the Sunnyside receivers, despite the penalty that just happened a couple of plays ago, man, they really block downfield, don't they? They hold their blocks. They block through the end of the whistle. And that really opens it up, too. If you're going to run outside, you're going to run outside the tackles, you have to have physical physical wide receivers holding their blocks.
Villanueva with a little wide receiver screen. And that is going to be another Sunnyside Grizzly touchdown. Push the score 34-6 over West Valley. Rams, no answers on defense tonight, as Sunnyside just continues to march the ball down the field and punch it in. Like you said, Dave, just that one possession right at the end of the first half. I think they had 15 and a half seconds left or something like that with the ball. But other than that, methodical, well-balanced, and it is amazing to think that this team that we're watching right here is 0-4.
Yeah, I think that's more, as I was saying, I think that's more a testament to the schedule rather than the quality of this football team. They'll be right there at the top of the conference with Moses Lake and Eastmont, and then Sunnyside is going to be number 3. This is a good football team right here. Don't be confused with the 0-4 record.
Well, we're going to thank another one of our sponsors, this time Washington Fruit. Looking for the freshest locally grown fruit in Yakima? Washington Fruit has been serving our community with premium apples, cherries, pears, and more. Whether you're shopping for your family or sourcing for your business, Washington Fruit delivers quality you can trust. Washington Fruit, the taste of Washington in every bite. Thank you to all of our booster sponsors for your generosity, and thank you to the West Valley Ram booster parents. Just an amazing job they do to support this football team. I've had the privilege, Dave, of being on kind of that group thread with the booster parent leaders and Coach Scott, and it's nonstop. It's every day. It's just doing the little things to make this season special for the kids, and they really do a great job. As we got a penalty thrown out here at the 26, and Jack Goodrich gets forced out of bounds. We got another penalty right here, Demo. I didn't see this one at the 45, so maybe starting to get a little chippy out there.
Colin Shirey, I thought that was a nice block there, but I think just maybe got a little bit behind him. I thought that was a pretty good block by Shirey, but they're going to get him with the hold, and going to be a 10-yard penalty, going to force him back a little more. But I think you also have a personal foul against Sunnyside, so let's see where they mark this.
Yeah, big shout out to Danny Enciso, Kerry Vincent, Chris Springer, Nicole Vagansky, and John Brightson. Just an awesome job this year representing the West Valley Boosters, and did a really amazing job on the auction last week. And I know you weren't able to make it, Dave, but just a wonderful night, great food, and an awesome atmosphere for the West Valley parents and community to get together and support this West Valley team. But flags thrown here. Got the ball at the 31. It looks like offsetting, so
I think I gained 5 yards on that.
we get 5?
Yeah, we got 5. We lost 10, gained 15.
Nice. Take it. Roll out.
Ooh.
Or the far side there. Pass intended for Dalton Hargraves. Goes through his fingertips. And he gets popped, but incomplete. And we've seen.
I think there's been a number of personal. How many personal fouls against Sunnyside have we seen tonight?
A few.
That was pretty late, I will say.
10:02 to go here in the ball game. Let me get that score correct. I think I forgot to tack on the extra points. 35-6 here. And Burley going to roll out again, take a shot downfield. Incomplete. Out on the far sideline. I think that's Malland. Tried to come down with it. Did a nice job of dragging his feet. But that ball just out of his reach. And going to bring up 3rd and long. Burley's slinging it a little bit, though, tonight here, Dave.
He is. You want, he's got such a great arm, and he really has played a great game tonight. I think he's got really accurate throws, making good, quick decisions, not holding the ball too long, sprint out right like that. I think sometimes I feel like his arm slot just gets a little bit low, almost like it's a little almost sidearm instead of getting over the top on that football, stepping into it and delivering an over-the-top throw. But even with, when his arm slot drops a little bit, man, he still slings a fastball, doesn't he?
Absolutely. Well, he looks pretty good behind the plate, too, as a catcher for the West Valley Rams. He can throw some runners out. I saw that quite a bit this past baseball season. We have a timeout on the field, 9:56 to go in the ball game, but an opportunity to thank Stevens and Granados PLLC since 2008. Stevens and Granados in Yakima has been helping keep families together. Our experienced female-owned immigration law firm provides the care, compassion, and attention to detail your case deserves. We've helped clients across the country and around the world secure legal status, reunite with loved ones, and navigate the complex immigration system. If you or a family member need help with an immigration matter, call Tammy Granados today at 509-895-7811, 509-895-7811. Back to football here on a big 3rd down, and I think we got some movement. Let's see. It's going to march the Rams back 5.
Right when we said there hasn't been much laundry, and
it's
then
my fault,
man,
man.
we really
we know
did.
this. I don't even know why.
Didn't
see
we?
things
Refs
like
have
that.
really gotten involved here.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I think that was Dalton Hargraves.
That's about we didn't have hardly any. That's about the 5th one since I said that, Demo. And that is, we may have some linemen. Well, I don't know, Dave. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, we got some linemen downfield.
Hargraves just got a little too deep on that. You don't have time to kind of mess around just from that slot position. Again, they're sending 7 in the box. They're just sending everybody. You want to just go straight in. It's not a slant route on that dig screen. It's not a slant. It's a straight in, get right behind the lineman. Your quarterback is going to be under duress, so you're just letting linemen go in. You don't have time to run a slant, and you don't have room for that ball to kind of get through the lineman into the wide receiver, and just took a little bit too long. Burley can't find him in the midst of all those light blue jerseys. And that slot receiver dig screen, you're just straight in and let that quarterback get the ball out of his hands as quick as possible.
Dalton Hargraves gets some air into that punt, takes a West Valley roll, and that is straight into the wind, Dave, as that flag now moving west to east, left to right across your screen. And Dalton with a nice punt, and he really has done a nice job on punting duties.
I'm impressed. He's had some really nice punts today.
Wow. Jeez. West Valley defense back out on the field. As big number 64, Adrian Camberos, checks in on the line. But West Valley, 9:41 to go in the ball game on homecoming night. Down big here to Sunnyside. Sunnyside putting together a ball game as Hansen tries to get outside, and he does, all the way down across midfield on about a 17-yard gain. clock moving here. But yeah, it's been an offensive show here for the Grizzlies, and head coach Marshall Lobestall.
I was kind of checking some of his stats from WSU back in his playing days. He had some huge games, some huge seasons. I don't remember watching him too much. I recognize the name, but big-time quarterback for the Cougs.
A couple flags thrown right about the 45-yard line. We'll see if these are in favor of the Rams. They are holding, and so they'll get a little help on that play. But West Valley next week, an away game versus Wenatchee. We will bring you Bighorn action from the Apple Bowl. Always a fun place to call a game, Dave.
I was just about to
perch,
say,
man.
I like it. I like it up there. That's always fun going over to Wenatchee, and those guys are very nice to us and very accommodating. And you know what? There's been some great matchups too between Wenatchee and West Valley, and should be another good one next Friday.
Pass complete out on the far side. Looked like a backwards pass. Thought maybe for a second West Valley might have a shot at that, but complete. And on first down. Might need to talk you into doing the 3 o'clock game, Dave, for the freshmen.
I could go over and do that. Yeah. Watch
Make it a
little
day.
demo.
We got the freshmen, I think, playing. I don't know if it's the
They're playing at the same
I don't know if it's a combined
field?
squad or not, but yeah, I think they're playing.
Let's do that game. Yeah, I like it.
Sunnyside back up to the line of scrimmage. Check the schedule here. Sometimes they shift those games around a little bit based on officials and stuff like that. So
You mentioned the game at Wenatchee. Then West Valley follows up with Eisenhower at home. And then a little bit of a brutal finish here at Moses Lake on the 24th of October. And then the 31st against Eastmont here at home, playing maybe the top 2 teams in the conference. Last 2 games of the season. So the winnable games at Wenatchee, winnable game against Eisenhower. Of course, the city championship. West Valley has not won the city championship since 2022. Already taking care of Davis last week, as we mentioned. That game against Eisenhower will be big. Played here at home. And
yeah, I think back in Jackson May days, Dave.
Yeah, you're right.
Those were fun games to call. Just that receiving core, 5 talented receivers, and Skylar Castle slinging it around. Villanueva taking a shot deep, and a flag thrown over on the far side. And that's going to be pass interference.
But a great example right there, right? Villanueva's nowhere to go with the football, rolls left, and the experienced receiver right there just turns around and heads upfield. Pretty good coverage, maybe getting a little handsy and body in front of him, referee right over it, and going to be a big penalty on 3rd and a mile and bail him out once again. But referee right there.
Yeah, it's looking like we do have a 3 o'clock game on Friday, Dave, freshman football. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll confirm with Jameson if that's a possibility, maybe. 7:10 to go here in the ball game. Motion from Sunnyside as they set up a little screen to Hansen, and Hansen with the first down yardage.
I think just, in watching their offense, man, there has been a lot of tackles by the Rams secondary, right? Corners, safeties.
Well,
and
they get to the second level of hurt.
Yeah,
too.
they sure do. There's just so much open field. And I don't know, we don't really track tackles, on defense. But, man, I have to feel like this secondary has just been having so many tackles this game. Linebacking core just having a tough time getting in there. Defensive line just, really having a tough time finding the ball carrier and wrapping up.
Hansen gets through again And he's inside the 10.
Hanson on the carry. Brought down by Copeland.
On the tackle, Christian Copeland.
I love this
5'10"
play.
junior.
Yeah, I mean, our defensive line just has not figured this out. Pull the guard, pull the tackle, no answer for this, and just linemen out in front of them, and you're to the second level like that. You're right, Mike. And that's 5 yards down the field. You know what I mean? It's been like that pretty much all game.
Rams trying to get a substitution here. They may have. Hanson gets dropped. I think that was that Springer trying to get in, or Riley Kerf? I think Aiden Springer.
Yeah, I thought that was
a
number
big,
78, Aiden Springer,
yeah.
the senior, 6'1", 290 pounds. They bring him in on goal line situations, and he had a running start because he was running onto the field and just kept that momentum going into the backfield until he plugged the hole. Maybe the best defensive line stop of the football game.
I gotta watch this again.
Oh
man.
yeah,
We
it
may
was
need to
fantastic.
we may need to get 78 a head start more often.
Absolutely love it. Just give him a 5-yard start from the sideline.
Like a freight train coming through there. I would not get in his way either, man. Wow. We have to clip that one for young Aiden Springer. 5:20 to go here in the ball game.
Sunnyside today, no punts, no turnovers, and no field goals, just straight touchdowns besides the end of the first half. And they've just kind of marched right down the field every single time.
Threatening again here. I think he's down, so they're going to call this another 4th down. We saw this in the first quarter.
Dalton Hargraves just coming up from that safety position. Man, he laid a hit right there at the goal line. 4th down here.
See if we can get a stop. Villanueva's going to call his own number, and that is going to be a Sunnyside Grizzly touchdown as they continue to pour it on here on homecoming night against this West Valley Ram defense. 41-6. A tough night for the Rams. Ram zone's still in it down here. Low snap, but kick is up and good. So 42-6, your score, and we got to mention our last sponsor of the evening here, Demo Moore Family Dental. And West Valley alumni, Dr. Demo David Moore.
Class of 01.
You'll know from the
Shout
moment
out.
you make that first call to their office that they're truly concerned about all of your dental needs. Offering a variety of dental services, they know that every great smile that leaves their office is the sign that they have done their job to provide the highest level of care in the industry. If you or your family are in need of dental services, give them a call today, 509-457-4532. Dave, I got a text from one of your satisfied clients yesterday. Rick Klein, he was in for a cleaning this past week.
Absolutely. One of my favorite patients.
So, yeah.
Former
he
coach for West Valley here.
sent me a text and reminded me he was in at your office. So, hello to Rick. I think he, as I mentioned, he's out at the Sela game tonight. I don't know what the score is out there, but his brother Ron,
Well,
part of that
appreciate
Sela staff.
appreciate him filling in for me too.
Oh, it was fun.
I was gone. You guys did a great job.
Rick had a lot of great stories of
Yeah.
just past years and
Sure.
the many years he coached here in the Valley, and just a wonderful person, wonderful mentor, and a good friend. And
Saw a couple of my class out here in the stands
Yeah?
today. Some former football players, class of 01
we
or
got,
that sort of area. Yeah.
West Valley
Good to see.
quarterback 97, class of 97, Tyler Hinckley there made it all the way to the Tacoma Dome.
Yeah.
Sitting next to Ryan Cowden.
Yeah. Yeah.
Down there in the T-shirt. That's no surprise.
Yeah. we mentioned they were all high school students, but I guess we left
students.
We left Cowden out. He's down there, former running back. He never wore sleeves when he played. That's for sure.
Actually, ever really left the high school? I don't know, man.
Well, he was one of the best running backs I saw in a West Valley uniform. He was an absolute stud.
Well, just a beast. 4:35 to go here in the ball game. Yeah, Hinckley, part of that 98 team actually. I think that made it all the way to the state championship game.
That was Ryan Allen, right, at quarterback. Ricky Rico.
Hinckley was the quarterback.
He was young, and Ryan Allen got hurt.
Okay,
and
so that would have been
Hinckley
97.
had to come in. I think Hinckley was only a sophomore
There
at
you
that
go.
time. And
Got
I
it.
remember because I was at that football game, and it was just a quarterback sneak that Allen called to end the half or something.
75 yards or something.
And Allen got hurt. You know, our starting quarterback got hurt. And so Tyler was the backup, came in and had one of the best high school plays of the year and scored a kind of a scramble touchdown that was brilliant to try and keep him in that game. West Valley, unfortunately, head coach Ortoff ended up losing. But
Corbin Vincent with a carry on the near side for about 15 yards. Corbin getting a couple more carries here in the second half. Yeah, that was a talented team, and you're right, Dave. It was 97. Ricky Rico was also
talk
just
about
a beast,
stud
man.
running back.
Oh.
Yeah, he was a monster.
State champion wrestler.
Yeah, I was in junior high at the time, and watching him play, man, he was a monster. That's for sure.
Handoff again to Corbin Vincent, and a flag in the backfield. Is that the year we drove over and?
Yeah, I didn't want to incriminate you, Mike, but you were there too, man. You were with me.
Yeah. I recall that. I think
I was with you, I guess I should say.
Yeah. I do remember that
Yeah.
trip over to Seattle. 4:20 to go here.
That was one of the scariest drives back, I think. That snowstorm coming back. Remember that?
I remember, we were going about 30 miles an hour.
Yeah.
A BMW passed us, and I was like, what is this guy doing? And about 2 minutes later, he was into the snowbank.
Yeah, that was dangerous.
Wheels spinning.
I remember that.
Well, we're on to old stories from the 90s here on Homecoming Night on the Big Horn Network. But
Absolutely.
has been a good one. We always appreciate you joining us here. And as we mentioned, we will be back next week as the Rams are going to take on the Wenatchee Panthers. Drayden Burley hands off to Vincent. Nice patient run over the right side. Vincent picks up about 4 or 5, but that's going to bring up 4th down. Oh, sorry, 3rd down. Check that. I will say, Dave, we haven't talked much about this Sunnyside defense, but they have done a good job tonight.
Really in the run game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Run game, they've done a really nice job kind of closing up. We mentioned one of the keys to victory, and then West Valley being so efficient with the rushing attack last week. But they really bottled up this rushing attack. And you know, really, not to discredit the athleticism of the kids, but really the defensive scheme. You know,
Well,
it's like they just
play
send
that,
so many.
We've seen that for a number of years, and they just keep everything in front of them. They play downhill.
It's really tough to kind of create an offense. Not a really standard form of people lined up in front of you and just beating the guy across from you. It's more like you don't even know who's
that
coming.
touches foot. That is a live football. That is a live football.
Get that.
Get the ball. It's live.
Go.
Oh, give it to him. Did that hit his foot? No. Well, I thought we might catch a little bit of a break, Dave. That took a weird bounce. But we got a flag down on the far side over there.
Yeah, I think it was kind of the wide out and the defensive back for Sunnyside, and just a hold just got absolutely torn down. An absolute huge holding penalty by Sunnyside. They have played a little chippy tonight, I will say. I don't want to say anything too bad because they put up 42 points and held us to 6, but man, they a lot of personal fouls, a lot of sort of late hits, a lot of chippiness from that Sunnyside squad.
2 minutes to go in the ball game. West Valley a lone score. Touchdown pass from Drayden Burley to Dalton Hargraves.
I mean, just a wide open hole.
And another chunk play for the Grizzlies. That'll keep the clock moving. But a lot to work on, Dave, heading into next week to take on those Wenatchee Panthers. And then you come back home, you got Eisenhower. Ball on the ground. They get it back. Pick up about 4 yards. Haven't seen the scoreboard yet to see how Wenatchee did this week. But always a tough game over there at the Apple Bowl. Great venue, but always tough. So we'll see how the Rams fare as we tick down to 1 minute left in the ball game. Rams a tough night on homecoming. Did get a homecoming king on the field again. Parker Mills, as you mentioned, Dave Parker, just a wonderful, wonderful kid out there. And
hearing his kind of homecoming synopsis there, I think he's hoping to play football at the next level next year. I hope that works out for him.
Yeah.
Big athletic kid. He can do it. Just, you know, we've talked about this before on the broadcast, but last year, his first year of playing football, and, you know, really natural athletes, and he's got the size and the athleticism. I mean, no reason he can't play at the next level. It'll be interesting to see where he ends up.
Sunnyside, one last play. Christian Copeland on the tackle to wrap things up for the Rams, and that will do it. We are going to forego the post game. It's a little bit breezy and chilly up here on the perch, but I like it up here, Demo.
We're in the elements. Yeah, we're in the elements. I like it too.
A couple more games up here. You know, the booth downstairs is nice. We had many years where we had our own little space, but yeah, man, it's nice up here on the perch. But I want to thank everybody once again for joining us on the Bighorn Network as the Rams fall to the Sunnyside Grizzlies 42-6 here on the Bighorn Network. It's Mike Moore. I want to thank Dr. Demo David Moore for providing the color, and also want to thank Ethan Worley for taking care of the camera duties tonight. Ethan might want to wear some warmer clothes next time, buddy. And that will do it. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. We will see you next week as your West Valley Rams take on the Wenatchee Panthers at the Apple Bowl. We'll start our broadcast about 6:45.